Hey, stop spending your time, wasting your time, trying to make up for the time that you lost out on. You can't change anything in your life that's already happened. But what you can do is from this point forward, continue to move forward into your future. We waste a lot of time doing stuff that is meaningless. It has no kind of impact on the well-being of the individual that God intended and desired, has always desired for us to become. Time is important, man. It's a measure. It's the measure that God uses to evaluate our contribution within this space that God has granted us access or awarded us the opportunity to occupy. It allows God to designate within that time of space if whether or not we did what it is he commanded and commissioned for us to do. Find what it is you're supposed to do, man. I'm writing books. Matter of fact, I'm done writing books. I'm writing movies now. I'm actually doing a short film, not a short film, but a series that I'm actually working on. I have 7 episodes and I'm working on the second. The first is already done. But I say that to say to you is that all of us have to find, sometimes we become so preoccupied with looking at everybody else's life. I was telling my kids the other day, they were on social media. And I was telling my daughter, I said, it seems like you're so preoccupied and so infatuated with somebody else's life. And what was interesting about it is the people weren't doing anything. Like they're eating, they're talking about things most oftentimes they know absolutely nothing about because they don't have any experience to tie what it is they think they know to. And it's just nothing. I got on TikTok and somebody was telling me, you know, for your social media purposes, for networking and marketing, you need to make sure that you get on. So I was looking at TikTok lives. I was just reviewing people and seeing what they were doing. They weren't talking about anything. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying the ones that I had the opportunity to observe. And I looked through a few and I was like, okay. It was more like they were fiending for attention. I'm not a fiend for attention. I'm happy by myself. I'm happy in the space that, you know, God has granted me. I always say that, you know, time is a privilege. It's not not something that's promised. It's a privilege that's not promised. Tomorrow is not promised to you any more than it is to me. So with the time that it is we have to make the most of it because eventually, you know, the clock will stop ticking. And I always say you have to make sure whatever it is, when you leave here, will people be able to remember you on the premise of what it is you contributed to the well-being of their life, even though you're not here? Or will they forget or have no kind of consciousness or awareness that you even existed? Like, what are you doing now that's going to impact the world in a way where it's going to move it in the right direction? What I mean by the right direction, God's direction. God had an expectation of this context that you and I live in. And ultimately, God wanted the attitude of approach down here for us to be right, to be likened to that which it is in heaven. So, you know, we always talk about God. God is real, man. No matter whether or not you feel it or not, you don't have to like what I'm saying. I really don't care if whether or not you like it, but I care enough about you to tell you the truth. There are things that we just need to get right within this season in our lives. Times, eras, seasons. We go through seasons in life, and some of us are living outside of the context of the season that we're currently in. In other words, some of us are trying to be what it is we used to be in this new season in our life. I'm older now. Not old, but I'm older now. So there's no point in me trying to live in this season in my life like the young guy I was years ago. I'm no longer in my 20s. I'm in my 40s, soon to be 50 in the next few years. Don't rush me. But I realized the person that I was back then is not the person I can continue to be. Some of us still think that we're him. And him, you know, I go into the details of what him means. Highly intellectual, masculine man. Am I a highly intellectual, masculine man. What does that mean? Some of us still think that we're that dude. We're God. No, it's not your time. It's time for you to be the man of wisdom and to pass the wisdom down that God has blessed you with down to these younger guys. That's why we see everything going on in our communities. The time, understand the time that you live in and make sure that you adapt and adjust yourself to become the person you are supposed to be in that time. Some of us are living outside of our time. We see young women who are dressing like hoochies. This is like, yo, you a grandma, you shouldn't be doing that now. Or you got kids, you trying to dress like them. Nah, it don't fit. It don't work. So just time, man. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do within the time and the framework of time that God has allowed you to have, in the space that He's granted you the opportunity to occupy. Remember, we can't control time, so it's impossible for you to manage what it is you can't control. We don't control it, regardless of whether or not you do what you're supposed to do. I always say this, time just continues to keep on going. As I get older, I understand that regardless of whether or not, it's up to me to do what it is I'm supposed to do within the context of time that God has awarded to me. It's up to you to do what it is you're supposed to do in the context of time that God has awarded to you. God has given you time. The only thing that you can manage within the context of time is you. You can only manage you. What are you doing? If something is not happening, it's your fault. If things are not moving, it's your fault. If you're not sitting down writing the book, if you're not sitting down writing the script, if you're not sitting down writing the song, if you're not sitting down doing the things that it is you need to do, if you're not sitting down studying the scripture, it's not anybody else's fault. And you can't say that you're too busy to find the time, because the time is not going to find you. Time is not looking for you. You have to find yourself and be able to manage what it is you have the ability to control within the context of time that you've been given. You can only control what it is you can control. You cannot control everything, nor does God desire for you to control everything. God just desires for you to be a good manager and provide good stewardship for you. Are you a good steward of you? How can you tell anybody else what to do? You're getting on social media and everybody's got something to say, and you're not a good manager and or steward. You don't show any good stewardship with regard to the discipline of you. You are undisciplined, but you're telling other people how to become something that you have yet to become, something that you can't advertise for them. Spend time with you and learn how to enjoy being by yourself. Learn how to love you. Don't look for anybody else to do for you what it is you have to learn how to do for yourself. Don't expect anybody else to come in and fill a space or fill in the space with you in this thing of time, and you don't even enjoy. You expect somebody else to enjoy being in the presence of somebody that you don't enjoy being in the presence of. You don't even enjoy you. And some of us are trying to escape the time that we have, and we're trying to fill it with things that will never be able to satisfy. Satisfaction is different than pleasure. I've said that before. Make sure that you understand that anybody can step in for a moment and gratify you in the moment. In one area, gratification is one thing, but satisfaction is simultaneously being intrigued, being excited, being stimulated intellectually, emotionally, mentally, physically, all at the same time. You have to find people that bring that to you, bring that peace to you, bring that happiness, that joy to you. And when you find that, you'll be good. I don't want to sit here and go on and on, because I can go on and on for days. But listen, man, it's crazy out here. Make sure that you spend your time with the people that you love and the people that love you back. Stop spending time with people that you have to chase, because you're spending time running after something that you'll never be able to get. Get off social media. The people on there don't like you. They don't know you. I don't care how fine you are, how good you think you look. Girls, please, them guys don't like you. They want one thing. And some of y'all are promoting that. Fellas, that girl don't want you. That same post you think she's sending out to you individually, she's sending that out to everybody. Don't nobody want you. You have to get with the people that want you and the people that love you for who it is you are. And you have to be able to accept that. Time is going too fast, man. You get one life, man. Make sure that you enjoy it with the people that love you and you love them back. Y'all take care, man. I'm done.